Now, all public entities involved in procurement will soon ensure that 30% of 70% local contracts be issued to the identified groups of the policy, which is women, youth and persons with disability. Speaking at a consultative meeting with stakeholders, Minister of State in charge of Public Procurement, Sarah Joasafo, mentioned that the primary objective of this policy is to strengthen women, persons with disabilities and the youth to develop their businesses and make them competitive in the socio-economic development of Ghana.
The President strongly believes that we can make a lot of savings from public procurement if the right things are done to check the wanton abuse of the procurement methods, mainly sole sourcing and restrictive tender, and this boldly justifies the creation of my office. The ministry exists as an advisory or plays an advisory role to the President on matters relating to public procurement, and also to assist the Presidency formulate the right policies to enable the President's vision come to reality. Our role, therefore, does not conflict with that of the Public Procurement Authority, which, as clearly established by law, is a regulatory body. Mr. Chair, His Excellency the President has tasked our office to help formulate policies and strategies of government in order to realign the vision of the state to be on the same page in every government institution or entity with that of the vision of the government and government's priorities. In line with this and above, the specter of wanton abuse of sole sourcing and restrictive tendering as a method of procurement, my office hurriedly decided to visit some high-spending state agencies and institutions to learn at first hand how they go about their procurement activities. I must confess this visit was worthwhile. We got the opportunity to advise these institutions appropriately and gave them the step-by-step approach to achieving transparency, efficiency, accountability, and value for money in their procurements. We, together with the Public Procurement Authority, succeeded in drastically reducing the number of approvals for sole sourcing and restrictive tendering. This is evident in the State of the Nation's address that was delivered by His Excellency the President last Thursday, and also when he had an encounter with the press. Mr. Chair, statistically, in 2016, the number of sole sourcing requests that was received by PPA numbered 622. The number that was approved in 2016 was 597, and the number that was rejected was 25. In 2017, for sole sourcing, we received a request of 394. We approved 223 and rejected 171. For restrictive tendering, in 2016, applications received was 592, approvals was 587, and the ones that were rejected were only 5. For 2017, for restrictive tendering, we received 346, approved 167, rejected 179, and this for 2017, our first year in government, we've been able to save this country a whopping sum of 800 million Ghana cedis. Mr. Chair, one of the first decisions that my office took upon assumption was to send a written caveat to all ministries, departments, and agencies to stop the abrogation of contracts and refer all such matters to the Office for Expert Advice.